Good day, my viewers. I am Omuleke Sabo, known as DOKITA Olamide. I'm an economist, and today on this episode, I want to welcome you, and I want to let you know that what you are going to learn, what you are about to learn here, is basically based on research and a pure one here, a pure one. And we are going to be talking about Naira devaluation in this country. How do we get to this point? Then what are exactly the solution to our problems? We have numerous problems. But as touches economy, we really need to touch this. Also, I want to use this medium to tell you that you can actually subscribe to my channel, Dukita Olamide TV. Subscribe to my channel, share this, and you are going to enjoy this episode. Before we move further, if I tell you that Naira, I mean our own Naira, had actually been exchanged for 61 kobo to a dollar. I mean $1 worth 61 kobo of currency, Naira. You won't believe. I know a lot of people will not believe. Yes. A lot of people believe that dollar had been on top of Naira since way back. No, no. How did we get to this point? What really happened? Let's go on this journey as I journey with you on the issue of Naira to dollar. Then I'm going to give you details on uh, the exchange of Naira to dollar. Yeah. Let's start with this. The Nigerian Naira had actually witnessed a lot of steady decline since the federal government announced the floating of Naira. It has lost more than 40% value against the US dollar within just 2 months of implementation of the policy. This is most significant drop in its history, whether we like it or not. And as expected, the Naira crisis has caused unprecedented economic hardship and uncertainty in the country. Yeah, price of goods and services are now up, way up, and people cannot even afford 3 square meals. And at the same time, the fuel price has gone up more than double, while the inflation is at actually all-time high. Nigerian paying international school fees are now seeing and experiencing what we call bad debt, because now every one of them could actually now know that even the rich can be crying. Yes, but the fall of Naira did not actually start now. It did not start now. That is number one point that you need to know. This tragic history had started way back 1980s when it began the nosedive and has not ameliorated today that Naira had actually been going up. Why? Number one thing is because of mismanagement. Naira faced economic challenges due to fluctuation in global oil prices and mismanagement of oil resources. Let's start from somewhere. Let's start from somewhere so that we'll be able to get something. In 1972, $1 was exchanged for 65 kobo in Nigeria. 65 kobo. In 1973, $1 was exchanged for 65 kobo also. That is 0.658 to be factual. In 1974, $1 was exchanged for 63 kobo. That is 0 naira 63 kobo. And in 1976, $1 was exchanged for 0.62. That is 62 kobo. It was actually coming down, coming down. Then mismanagement had not started. Don't forget this 1970s that we are talking about. We've gained our independence. Yeah, we gained our independence in 1960 now. Yeah. In 1976, 62 kobo. 1977, $1 was exchanged for a naira as at about 64 kobo. 64 kobo. In 1978, we now have it to be 60 kobo. Imagine. 1979, naira to a dollar was exchanged for 59 kobo. 59. It was coming down. And in 1980, $1 was 55 kobo. 55 kobo. 55 kobo. Uh, that is when at the black market they sold it at 90 kobo. Are you getting it? At 90 kobo. Now in 1981, $1 was 61 kobo. 61 kobo. Yeah, that's just it. You actually seeing it. In 1982, it was 63, 67, that's a 67, 0.673 kobo. In 1983, we have it to be 72 kobo, that is 724. In 1984, it was 76. You can see how it started increasing. And in 1985 now, it has increased to 89 kobo. And then we now got black market. We've started black market since 1980. And in the black market, it was 1 naira 70 kobo. But at the official market rate, it was 89 kobo. That is 894. The question that a lot of people will be asking is how? Why? This is because uh, by 1986, Nigeria implemented a world-induced currency devaluation due to falling of oil prices and economic difficulties. The naira fell to exchange at about 9 naira to a dollar it goes to 1990s. The naira faced further significant devaluation as naira dealt with economic challenges and political instabilities in 1990s. And that is why I always tell people that come, this thing is not now. Now let's check it. In 1986, it increased to 2 naira 02 kobo. 2 naira. But at the black market, it was sold at 3 naira 90 kobo. Don't forget that this administration has not come on board. Now, in 1986, in 1987, it was $1 was sold at 4 naira, about 4 naira, yeah. While at the black market, it was 5 naira 90 kobo. 1988, 1 naira, $1 was sold at 4 naira 54 kobo. But at the black market, it was 6 naira 70 kobo. 1989, 1 naira was 7 naira 39 kobo. And at the black market, we have it to be 10 naira 70 kobo. Who are those that are operating this black market? Why the existence of black market? This is not for today anyway. We are going to discuss that in our next video or episode. Yeah. 1988, 4 naira 54 kobo. At the black market, 6 naira 70 kobo. 1989, it increased to 7 naira 39 kobo. At the black market, 10 naira 70 kobo. 1990, 7 naira 39 kobo. Same thing at the black market. Then we now have at 1991, that is when we now have it to be 8 naira at the official window. But at the black market, it was being sold as at 9 naira 30 kobo. My people, this is how we started it. This is how we started it. And a lot of people will not believe when you tell them that in 1981 it was 61 kobo, 1985 89 kobo to $1, 1986 2 naira, 1990 8 naira, 1995 when it goes to 1990, but that was when it got worse. That a dollar was sold at 21 naira 80 kobo. That's very, 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 very bad. Now it has not gone too worse today, but 2000 due to mismanagement. That is the cause, mismanagement at the oil sector, because then we are actually still exporting cocoa, we're still exporting rubber, we're still exporting, we are generating, you know, foreign indirect investment is there. We are generating revenue from abroad. 2005, because of this mismanagement, we had it to be $1 was sold as 132 naira, one kobo. I'm talking about official window. Then 2010, it got worse. Then not $1 was sold at 150 naira, official window. 2015, it increased to 193 naira per dollar. And since then, our input into international market had been decreasing. And this is what is giving dollar strength against naira. The more our input into international markets keep reducing, the strength of naira will keep increasing, dollar rather, the strength of dollar will keep increasing. And people will not believe you. People will believe that it is government that is actually doing all this. Yes, it is government in terms of mismanagement at the oil sector, which happens to be our major export. Our major export. That is in their own aspect. But what about in the aspect as regards Nigerians? What about them? You see that a lot of Nigerians now prefer foreign goods compared to Nigerian goods. They preferred foreign clothes to local clothes. They preferred a lot of things that comes from abroad. Look at 2019, that dollar was sold at 206 naira, one kobo per dollar. 306 naira. 2019, it happens. And 2020, we had it to be 379 naira per dollar. The question is, what has been the issue? What has been the issue? We've talked about it. One, mismanagement at the oil sector. Two, political instability. Three, oil theft. Four, dealing with dollar, transacting with dollar in Nigeria that we're spending naira. Then five, which is very, very important, is this importing all our goods. We keep importing all our goods, and this has led to a situation where we might not be able to get it right until we do the right thing. Now, floating of naira came when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came on board, and that is where I, as an economist, and every other economist will beg and will plead. We urge the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration to please, we want you to put in policies that you've planned for. Floating of naira is good, but it was not planned for. What are those things you need to have put in place before you actually enact this policy, before you bring in this policy? We want to give kudos to Wale Eduna and all the economists that are working. Yes, you guys are working, you guys are doing so good. But the fact is, there are a lot of things that you need to put in place before you could bring in these policies. Imagine within just few months of bringing this policy, we are now buying dollar. We bought dollar 990, 920, 930, now 1,000 plus. And it will keep increasing because, one, we are not actually dealing in naira, even in our home country. Look at what happened during the last election, which was actually one of those things that actually affect our currency. That is our politicians dealing with their customer, dealing with citizens in dollar. A lot of people hoard this dollar, and which makes dollar to be scarce in the market. And with that, there's nothing we are going to do, there's nothing government is going to do than to just restructure the way we export, our export strength. Another way that we get that is about our diaspora remittance. Remember, it was around $25 billion annually, but now it has decreased drastically. I'm talking about diaspora remittance. It has increased. Why? Because we are not inputting much into international markets. Now, let us give solution. Let's go to solution. Number one, restructuring of our oil sector. Oil theft is actually killing us. That's number one thing. And who are those stealing this oil? I think a commoner cannot just do that. That's just the fact. So people that are at the hands of affairs should check themselves, and actually desist from stealing our oil. That's number one. Number two, mismanagement at the oil sector, which happens to be a major export product. Non-oil exports are there, yeah, but it's not as much as oil exports. Mismanagement. Then government intervention. The way government is handling oil sector is actually killing Nigeria. Why should we be transacting? Why should we be selling our oil in dollar? Let us sell our oil in naira so that we will be able to give accolades, to give strength to our naira too. Russia has done that. That is a better example that we can do that too. Yes, I said we can do that too. And I'm very sure that we can do that. I am begging, we are imploring, we are urging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please, one is creating enabling environment for establishment, for industry, for firms. If there is no light, there is no way these firms will want to come. Then taxes, multiple tax is killing Nigerian companies, is killing Nigerian establishment, is killing Nigerian business. Multiple taxes. We want to thank your administration because we keep hearing that you want to work on this, you want to work on that as regards enabling environment for business to thrive. But the fact is, all these are in paper. We've not seen anything. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can do better. Your administration can do better by reforming our economy. And we are still saying that Nigerians should reduce the way they buy things from abroad, patronize Nigerian products. Yes, they are costly, but the fact is the production cost in Nigeria is higher for now, and there is no way we can reduce it unless the government actually do all these things that we are prescribing, all these things that we are analyzing. As an economist, I believe these clothes that I'm wearing could be produced in Nigeria and it will be better. This one could be produced in Nigeria and will be better. Where our cotton farms, we produce cotton in this country, best one. But where are they today? So I want to implore these governments that we can still go back. Some people will say, that time cannot come back. Yes, that's their belief. But as an economist, I believe we can actually get there. As you have put in place a lot of things about our refinery, I think we need results now. Not just telling us, results. By December, we need to be producing, we need to be refining. If we are refining oil in this country, and at least like three refineries are working, well, number two, mismanagement, you tackle the mismanagement at the oil sector. Number three, expenditures that are not necessary should not be embarked upon. Like hearing the news of presidential yacht. What are you yachting? We have I heard about presidential fleet. For what? For what? A lot of these things actually takes much from us. We don't need them. If you want Nigerian economy to be stable, then all this should be put in place. So we implore President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team to work on this. And at the same time, we'll see that we have a lot of Nigerians that have uh, refineries in other countries. All these refineries that they had in other they have in other countries, have they been paying, have they been remitting anything into countries' accounts? If yes, how much, what rates, compared to what other countries are getting from their citizens? Let us work on that so that our diaspora remittance will increase, and that will give naira a strength against dollar. If you want us to reduce our importation, then create enabling environment for us. Let us have light. Let us have refineries here, and companies should be given enabling environments to try, so that we have a lot of people. Don't forget that per capita income is one of those things that has actually been affecting us also. I know very sure, and I'm believing that as an economist, Nigeria is going to be good and we are going to be better. Yes, we are going to be better because we are better than every other countries of the world. I want you to know that Nigeria is better than every other countries of the world. What we have is mismanagement, and we are going to tackle it. We are going to get over it, and we are going to be better again and again. And I am believing that in the next 4 5 years, $1 is going to equate 1 naira, if and only if Nigerian economy is being brought back to its senses through this administration. We are on the track. We can do it. I am Obuleke Samuel, popularly known as Dokita Olamide. I am an economist. I am a music artist. I am a compere and a content creator. Thank you very much for watching this video. I love you.